I'm Victoria and welcome to my van. Hi, I'm Victoria. This is Luca. This is our van and we have been on the road almost 2 years. This is a 2003 Sprinter T1N. It is the middle length version, so 158 wheelbase and just like the high roof, not the extended high roof. I bought the van with 123,000 miles and in the last 2 years I've only put 30,000 on it. This is my kitchen. I have a 2-burner propane stove that's just hooked up to a 1 gallon, which is like about this big, propane tank back here. I store my pots and pans here, and also a propane heater in case it gets cold is back there. And then I've just got this massive basket which has a bunch of superfood protein powders and my vacuum and some extra peanut butter. This isn't really part of my kitchen, but it's kind of like it's really a mess right now. This is like a vanity. I brush my teeth in here. I've got cameras, journals, screwdrivers, vitamins, sunscreen, dog treats, hydrogen peroxide. So many things in there. This is my silverware drawer, which you can see has been rebuilt many times as it falls completely out and shatters often. This drawer is for my bowls, plates, cups, and this drawer is for all my junk food. Down here, I have my sink set up. I've got a 5-gallon freshwater tank and a 5-gallon gray water tank. I have to fill my freshwater tank once a week because I go about a gallon a day with that, but I only dump out the gray water tank once a month. It's really simple, that setup. I've got a 12-volt water pump. This is my overhead pantry. This is where the majority of all my food is. I've got pasta, rice, soups, lentils, lots of cans, jams, things like that over here. All my spices and teas, random things, nooch, baking powder, tahini, olive oil is up on the side. And I've got my fruit basket here that has half of my fruit at any given time. The rest I normally just stuff around the van. I like having my knives on the metal rack. No, it's not scary. They've never fallen off when driving. It's convenient, especially when you don't wash them afterwards. You just pop them right back up. One thing I'm really glad I did was I cut my countertop in half and allowed for it to be like an option if I want it to be lifted up. Yeah, I'm glad that this isn't permanently here because I use this space as like living space, but when I want to cook with extra, I'm really glad to have it. The rest of my kitchen is over here. This is my fridge and freezer, and this is actually a very, very common issue I have. No one can be sitting on top of it when I try to get into it. Luca, get down. Get down. So, I've got my fridge over here and my freezer over here. It's massive. It cost me $1,400. It was worth every single penny. I love it. Dometic, you're amazing. My mom made me these curtains. They have just Velcro on each side, up top, up bottom, and they're super easy to put up and remove. And I'm really glad I got big windows. I added this window that opens and has like a bug screen, or it can just be completely open, but it's so nice for airflow. It works really well with my fans to have like side ventilation too. I really love that I put my table on side sliders so that the table can be whatever length I need. If like I've got a couple people in there, it can be moved in. I normally go like that and then I have it stuck out this little half crescent, so I have a place always to like put a drink or an arm or a phone. It just made the table this much longer, and I do really like having guests over, so I can fit like 2 people over there, 3 or 4 people here, a couple on the bed. This table's awesome. Underneath here I have all of my clothes storage I have way too many clothes. I could do with half of this. This drawer is 30 inches by 30 inches. I don't know, I'm just kind of a hoarder. I like to have whatever I might need, but it's a lot of clothes. Under here I have also just like extra storage. I keep a bunch of Luca's dog food down here, a few bottles of wine, extra plant milk, and vodka mixers. Here I have a lot of storage. This is like my art supplies section that's been taken over by rocks. So you can't take a band tour without also touring my rocks. I'm going to show you some of my most recent crystal finds. These are some of my best Payson diamonds, the tiny ones. I found a lot bigger ones, but these are some of the most stunning ones I have. This is my topaz collection. I just got them a couple weeks ago. It grows in the rhyolite. I mean, here's a pretty large cluster. It's cluster fam, big cluster fam. And then we move up to less rhyolite. So we've got some double terminated ones right here. I keep my dirty clothes in a pillowcase right here. Below it is some more art supplies. That's my wire wrapping supplies. I've got the ability to plug into shore power, which I haven't done in so long. But here's like a breaker box for when I switch from my inverter to shore power. I've also got a 120 outlet down there. This is where all my like underwear, bathing suits, bras. Underneath this drawer is just like a lot of empty space, so I keep a suitcase there in case I fly anywhere. And I have a skateboard, walking sticks, towels, and just some other stuff stuffed there. This drawer over here is my electronics drawer. Cords, DVDs, speaker, hard drives, batteries, like anything kind of electrical I keep in there. For me, I think it's really important to decorate my van with different things I've made. I painted this, I found these rocks. I also really like putting vegan messages throughout the van. I have a lot of people ask me about different things. This one says, "Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly." That's Dr. Martin Luther King, and it's a picture of a pig in a farm in America. Yeah, I just like having the vegan message throughout the van because I think it sparks conversation and just a different way for people to think. Over here, we've got my navigation system, is what you call it on a boat, but really it's just all my controls. I've got my cabin lights, my bedroom lights, my kitchen lights, my water pump, my kitchen fan, and my bedroom fan, which I just leave these three on all the time. I've got my inverter on off button. This is really useful, mostly the volts and wattage new numbers. So 12.9 means my batteries are pretty much full. I have a nice little cheat sheet here. It tells me I'm at 90%. The wattage is the number I follow the most on this little device. Right now I'm pulling 132 watts. I can hear that my fridge is on. That's most likely using around 120 watts. But anyways, I watch things, so I can like say, oh, those lights, that use 6 watts. I like mess with things, turn things off and on, and watch how it affects the number. And it just gives me an idea of, yeah, how many watts each thing I have in my van uses, and I kind of just make a rule for my system. I try to stay under using 600 watts at once. I think the breaker on my inverter will bust at like maybe 1,000. Since I was already building a shelf to contain all this, I thought I might as well make it bigger and put books and stickers on it. While I love peeing outside when it's raining, I'm in a busy city, or it's very, very cold outside, I love the fact that I can just pee right here in my toilet. I don't know how much it like holds, but I dump it out like once every 30 days and that's totally fine. Pee only, no shits. You mix them, it's a disaster. You don't mix them, it doesn't smell so bad. I spray like lavender spray in there sometimes. I used to put these things called Porta Packs in them, which made it smell really good, like 0 urine smell, but it turned it blue, and every time I would dump it, it just felt like not right. Like, I like being able to dump the pee wherever, so I kind of put up with a little bit of smell for it to be just 100% natural. My favorite thing to decorate the van with is rocks that I find, because I collect so many rocks across the country that I honestly have like piles of hundreds of them that I don't know what to do with. So recently I've been making art with the different rocks that I find, or the different feathers, or pine cones, or sand dollars, or whatever pieces of nature I find. But I love bringing in different like mosses and even just sticks from certain parts of America, and I love bringing them with me. This guitar holder I copied from Sarah Yak. It was such a great idea. It took us like an hour to make, and I love how simple it is. Like, it's just such a simple design. I put little crystals on the end, and I used to like literally constantly move my guitar from my bed to my couch, from my couch to my bed, my bed to my couch, couch to my bed, and now I just hang it up here like this, and it's really nice. This was a great idea because it gave me extra inches on my bed. This is 6 foot from the base of this to the base of this. It's too short for me. I'm 5'7", so I sleep like this. The back is so messy. I have 3 bins for organization, and everything else is a free-for-all. Over here is just whatever fits. I've been bringing extra water back here so it's not on my living room floor. Extra paper towels so I have more room for wine. This is important. This is my inverter. 3,000 watt, 6,000 watt peak. It's done good for everything. I use Sarah's Vitamix in here and it works perfectly, so I'd highly recommend it, except for the fact that it's broken twice and I've had to get 2 new ones. Here's an MPPT charge controller by Renogy. I don't know what it does, but it does something very important. 2 deep cycle AGM batteries underneath this inverter, 155 amp hours each, giving me 310 amp hours total. But because they're deep cycle AGM, I can't go below 50%, so I really only have 155 amp hours. If you're a lithium ion company and you're listening to this video, please, I can find an address for you to mail them to me. I really, really would love some lithium ion batteries. This bin here is called my adventure bin. It has things like a snorkel mask, flippers, coolers, glow sticks. Here we've got camping gear, which is like everything that doesn't fit in this bag, which is also full of camping gear. And then here is provisions, like Corona provisions, like when you buy extra beans and extra ice. You've got gross out deals in here when you buy like 4 ketchups because they're $2 each or something like that. Well, that was my van tour. I hope you guys liked it. Thanks for watching. Nope. No. He sleeps with me. I can't even talk right now, too. Someone 6 foot taller or shorter, 6 feet or shorter can enter. What's your favorite thing about this van?
Do you like living in your van, Luca? Huh? You like living in your van?